Hello everybody, welcome back to LT Gaming. My name is Tom and today we are taking a look at the Into the Realm mod for Mount and Blade Bannerlord. So this mod has received a big update recently, and so I thought it'd be a good time to touch back upon my first video and go through some of the updates that have been incorporated into this fantastic adaptation. So as you can see here, we can some beautiful imagery, which is all part and parcel of this mod, and it will take us into the character creation screen, which has all the updated total conversion cultures for the world of Westeros. And so these have been expanded a lot since I last looked at the game, and there is just a huge variety now. So we have everything from the classic Westermen, which is like your Lannisters, Ironborn. So all these will kind of be very familiar to anyone who's watched the show or read the books. Northmen, Dothraki. But then we start to come into ones that have been added more recently, and including the Free Folk, Free Houses, Night's Watch. And I find these all very cool, and there is a lot to unpack with them. And one awesome feature that I love is that you can, for example, select the free folk, and we have your regular free folk human, but then we also have the giant variation. And this is as much as you'll ever see in this screen, which is rather unfortunate. And we can even up his height a little bit, give him a bit more mass, and obviously a deep giant voice. But this is extremely cool, and playing as a giant is a very fun way to play the game, and I'll kind of do a little bit of a snapshot of what that looks like. It does alter the fighting quite a bit, but overall it is a hell of a lot of fun, and I'm a big fan of that feature. So here we have our giant, and we're in an arena battle. I just wanted to showcase kind of how the giants fight. So, because of the way Mount and Blade works, you always kind of strike towards the enemy. So you're not just striking over their head all the time. But I would say, as a giant, you are incredibly hittable, as you do have a massive hitbox. As you can see here, they connect with everything they do. Let's get a sword. But you do have a massive advantage when it comes to... oh, shit. When it comes to hitting other enemies. I find it's very easy to strike over the top of the heads. But the counter to that is you are incredibly vulnerable to bow fire. I mean, you get picked, if you see here, I'm getting picked off. Super easy, even with my shield. But it is... and I'm down. It is an incredible amount of fun. Particularly if you get a two-handed weapon like now. It is beautiful for swinging massive blows, and you can connect quite easily to your opponents. And it's just a whole bunch of fun. I'm a huge fan of the mechanic. Die, you bastard! And he's down. And it is just a great, fun way to play through the game, and I'm really excited to see how this races things develop. Is there going to be dragons? I mean, there are already undead in this mod. Are there going to be dragons? Are there going to be, other creatures that come to the forefront? And I'm down. But hopefully that gives you a good idea of how the giants operate, and you can get them in your army as well. So it is a really cool mechanic, and there I am. Beautiful big chap towering over the tournament master. So yeah, overall great feature. Now, as for the world itself, it has been massively expanded. So if we zoom out here, we're currently down in Dorne, and in previous incarnations of the mod, it often felt quite empty, like you were going across vast plains and there's not a whole lot going on. I think this is changing quite rapidly. The world has been really massively expanded, as you can see, particularly across the sea. The tree slaver cities have really been fleshed out. If you started in Vastofrak before, I remember it kind of felt like you were completely isolated, but so many towns and cities and factions have been added. I mean, you have all the way up to the wall, where you've got kind of the undead whites roaming around in vast armies. The factions up here are a lot of fun, and I believe you can have a fight with the Night King. I haven't done it myself yet. You've got the Wall, of course, good old staple of the Game of Thrones world, and all the northern factions. And this area here has been particularly fleshed out as well, with lots of new cities to kind of also balance the economy out, which was a bit of a problem in previous incarnations. I know this is going to require more work, but I feel like the mod developers, really dedicated to this project, which is a fantastic thing. And I think it's only going to continue to get better and better as time goes by. So as a total conversion mod, the factions and troops have been completely redone to kind of, I would say, very accurately represent the world of Westeros. So if we go to the troop trees for Dorne, which have recently received quite a bit of love, I believe, we can see, a lot of customization right here within the faction, and the level of detail is phenomenal. So if we see like a Dornish guard here, they've got custom armor, custom stats, and if we then go on to Martell, we've even got the Sun emblem of that house, and then we have another emblem for the Yarnwood House Guard. So this is just so cool, and if you are a fan of the series, I feel like these little details add a lot of interest for you. Now, I won't go through every single faction, as I feel like that will take an incredibly long time, but I would highly encourage you to go through the encyclopedia and take a look at the different troops. For example, the Robber Knights faction, which I know has been recently added as well, is really cool. I feel like having a bit of greater variety in bandit troops is always fun, particularly to add variety to the everyday game. You've got the Rights here, including the Night King. There he is, lovingly recreated. This is just so cool, I think. Another one I wanted to take a look at, as I know they've received some attention recently. Where are they? Oh, Night's Watch. This is just, so many troops for each faction and so many unique setups, customizations, armor, decals, all this stuff. It's just fantastic, I think. So yeah, take a look through the encyclopedia. You'll be able to kind of get to grips with all the different factions, have a look at how well they're developed. I mean, the Dothraki here, I've played a game through as a Dothraki, and, it's just so much fun. Adds a new veneer to the game completely. We'll just settle here with a beautiful view of Storm's End, just to kind of demonstrate the awesome custom cities. So one of the reasons I love this mod, and I wanted to bring it to everyone's attention, is, look at King's Landing, fantastic, is I think it has a really cool development roadmap, and I do believe that the developer is going to see this through. So I will leave a link to the Discord where you can kind of follow up on this, but with custom cultures on the way, custom cities like you can see here, and a storyline mode with hidden chests being added in the future, I just think this mod is going to be one of the top tier mods, along with Eagle Rising, Land of the Saki, these type of mods, which are kind of completely transforming the gameplay and adding a completely new level to Mount and Blade. So I can highly encourage you to check it out, pick it up. If you have any questions regarding kind of installation, there are a lot of good resources out there. But essentially, all you needed to do, I didn't even run Harmony with this. You just need to install the mod, unzip it into the file, and you're ready to go. As far as I'm aware, that's all you need. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I've been running it that way. So thank you for watching. I do have a lot of other Mount and Blade content, so please have a click through the playlist. And if you've enjoyed what you've heard, consider liking and subscribing. And if you haven't, thank you for listening to me this far. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye now.